Why Christopher Nolan is one of the greatest directors of all time. Why his movies are so intriguing, so mind-boggling, and yet so beautiful, so immersive, exceptionally well crafted, which left the audience speechless. But why? Till date, Nolan directed total 12 movies. Out of these 12 movies, he wrote 6 by himself and 5 with his brother Jonathan Nolan. Out of these 12 movies, 4 were originated from the Nolan's mastermind. That is, the idea behind those movies conceptualized, developed, written and filmed by himself. There are very few directors out there who write, develop and direct movies by their own. And Nolan is one of them. So basically every movie is Nolanified. And this gives a distinctive feature to every Nolan's movie. But what are those distinctive features? And this is what led to us for our second chapter. Christopher Nolan loves time. His movies never go straight like a time. He unfolds his stories in a non-linear way. And the most perfect example of this is Inception. Movies start with the end scenes. In the dream sequences, he presents the concept of time dilation. The similar time dilation concept was heavily used in the Interstellar, where 1 hour on Miller's planet is equal to 7 years on Earth. In Dunkirk, soldiers were fighting against the time for their survival. Movies start with the ticking of clock, which build the tension for the viewers. Playing with the time, it's opened the whole new portal for the Nolan's ideas, and this led him to tangle his stories with the past, present and future. In Memento, his story revealed with the two timelines. One is moving forward, another one is in backward. Not only this, Nolan chose to differentiate this timeline with the shades too. One timeline is shown in color, whereas the other one is in black and white. He took this madness on next level in Tenet. He showed the past and present in one single frame. I mean, who could have think that? And that too on this grand level. In Interstellar, his character went to 5th dimension to visit himself in the past. This audacious storytelling by Nolan bring the audience at the edge of their seat. Usually, audience get drifted and become vague while watching this kind of sci-fi genre films. But in Nolan's case, the movie get under the skin of the spectators. But how so? How this intricate, non-linear storytelling tangled the audience in the fantasy land of Nolan's universe? How? And this is what led to us for our third chapter, that is human touch. Leo doing all the impossible stuff to complete his mission for the sake of what? Cooper exploring all the possible possibilities in the universe for the sake of what? The protagonist here is father. All he wanted to do is to meet his children, be it Leo or Cooper. They just wanted to see their kid's face once again. And for this encounter, whole movie take place, sometimes in somebody's dream or sometimes in a far distant place in the universe. But the core of the story will always remain same, that is holding our loved ones for one more time. And this thing hooked the audience most in Nolan's film. He don't serve these usual emotions in a simple manner. He chose to platter this sentiment in a tricky, cumbersome way. The Nolan's mastery is in his craft, the way he put this kind of junctures together. The talented actors, heart-touching music scores, particularly by Hans Zimmer, cinematography which is beyond imagination. All these things amalgamate to showcase the human aspect. Batman doing all the Batman stuff for the sake of what? For the sake of Gotham. Dr. Oppenheimer was in guilt after the detonation of the atomic bomb. Why? For the sake of humanity. The survival saga of Dunkirk showed the brutal angle of this beautiful humanity. And without even knowing, this human touch touches the audiences heavily, vigorously. And this is what left the audience speechless. And this is what makes Christopher Nolan one of the greatest directors of all time.